Have you ever had cravings and you're trying to figure out, why am I having these cravings? Things like sugar, maybe even salt. Super common to have these, so I want to go over with you what these may be telling you, why you would be getting cravings in the first place. So one of the biggest reasons that I see people get cravings is their blood sugar is imbalanced. Now, when I mean blood sugar, we're talking about the connection with insulin as well. So what can happen is if we eat really crappy foods, particularly things that have quite a bit of sugar in them, your blood sugar will raise up and then your blood sugar will drop down, and it usually drops down below where the starting point was, and so you get low blood sugar. That's why people, when they eat things that are very processed and high in sugar, is they'll eat it and then within an hour they're craving sugar again. And that's because the blood sugar has dipped very, very low because it spiked so high, went really low, and then unfortunately what happens is because it's gone low, your body says, I want more sugar. So what do? You go eat more sugar. So that's why a lot of people will get sugar cravings. The other thing too is just across the board, if you are getting sugar cravings very often, that is your body telling you that you actually probably need some carbohydrates on board. Why do you need carbohydrates? It could be that you are eating too low carb, or it could be that your blood sugar, again, is staying very imbalanced. You're not eating proportion meals with carb, protein, and fat, things like that. So that's one of the big reasons I see that people will get a lot of sugar cravings, is because the sugar is actually dipping way too low. The other part is because you're having too much sugar, and so your body constantly wants sugar again because it's dipping too low, and so your body says we need more sugar to bring the blood glucose back up. The other thing too is stress. Stress is a very big one, because whenever we're under stress, your body will release cortisol. What happens when we release cortisol? Blood sugar goes up, because again, your body is in fight or flight. So we're going to release, have more blood sugar floating around because your body thinks that it's in fight or flight because we had a stress response. Now that stress response can be from actual emotional stress, but we can also get it from eating poor food choices. That could be one. If we have a gut infection, if we have liver sluggishness, it's all creating stress in our bodies. So that can also be a way that the connection with blood sugar is, because the cortisol is being released so much because of that stress response. Again, why we try to look for hidden stressors in the body is because it will cause that cortisol to be released. And again, what happens then? Blood sugar gets dysregulated. And so I see this very commonly. It's a very big one actually to have cravings, is because of actual stress. When people are craving salt, this is another one. Usually it means that your adrenals need some love. The adrenals typically are getting sluggish. There are some imbalance, kind of adrenal dysfunction. People will start getting salt cravings because sodium is really needed for the adrenals. So I see that commonly as well. And then if anything's going on in the gut, if you have something like leaky gut, or an imbalance between your good and bad bacteria, so something like gut dysbiosis, very commonly you will start getting cravings as well. And it's again because the gut is so imbalanced, and so the body doesn't know kind of how to balance between the blood sugar and then your hormones like ghrelin and leptin will also get imbalanced as well. Leptin is your fullness hormone and ghrelin is your hunger hormone. And we will get an imbalance in those very easily when we have gut stuff going on. And so your body will start again getting cravings, even at the most inopportune times, like middle of the night, things like that. That's a really big red flag for there might be some sort of gut stuff going on. And then if you're just eating really poor diet and not getting enough water in, again, we're going to have an imbalance between leptin and ghrelin. The hormones overall just kind of get imbalanced, and you will start having cravings as well. So just some things to kind of think about. Next week's video, I'm going to actually go over with you way more in depth on what you can do about it, how you can kind of manage this, what are some easy steps you can do so that you don't get food cravings. So I hope this video helped you. Drop a comment below if this resonates with you, or if you are also one that has ever struggled with food cravings. I will see you in the next video. Bye.